So Donald Trump has landed in Alberta, Canada, and I'm sure the entire population of this entire country was hoping that Mark Carney would take one look at that motherfucker and just... And although that would have been an amazing thing to see, obviously we are not led by a savage animal. We are led by one Mark Carney of the Liberal Party. So we had to talk to the guy. And so far, the things that I'm hearing are making me laugh, because what else can you do in this situation? We have a bully for a neighbor who has been openly discussing taking over our entire country and making it one of his god-awful states where he is letting loose National Guardsmen on people exercising their so-called First Amendment right. And he's just cruising in here, part of the G7, complaining that it's no longer the G8 because Russia's not allowed to come to the party. I guess he's not really allowed to go to events without Putin, so he's feeling weird that he's here and Putin's not on his arm. I don't fucking know. But the way that our politicians and newscast anchors have to talk about this guy is telling. It is telling. Trump, had the nerve to be on TV and just say, yeah, well, I'm a tariff guy. What the fuck does that mean? I'm a tariff guy. And he says, Mark, he's been referring to Trump as the president the entire time. And he just says, Mark, okay. So, but Mark, he likes things a little bit more complicated. Imagine that, Trump. Imagine that there might be some fucking complexities to how trade works, that you can't just put a blanket tariff on everything. Look, I'm not an economist, but a fucking 5-minute Google search will let you understand a little bit about tariffs, and Trump doesn't seem willing to do that. He thinks that anybody who he is in a trade deficit with is ripping him off. He doesn't understand a simple thing like, if you need to buy something from another country, but they don't need to buy something from you, that's not you getting ripped off. That's you buying something from a place that has it. You run a trade deficit with Canada or some other countries the same way that we regular people run a trade deficit with Walmart. As in, we're not going there for Walmart to buy shit from us. We're going there to procure goods from Walmart. Look, that is a simplified way of saying it, but it is that simple, and it is that level of simplicity and just basic understanding of trade that Trump doesn't seem to understand. And yet this man, with the confidence of 1,000 Greek gods, just stands up there and talks as if like this is normal. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm a tariff guy. He's a proper economics guy. Like, what? This is the whole fucking world we're talking about. Y'all, somewhere somebody is raising cows, getting milk, and somewhere around here somebody has a bowl of cereal and wants to pour that milk into it. And we just want to be able to trade amongst each other freely. I'll give you money, and Trump is like, no. When are we going to get back to normal? It doesn't feel like we're ever going to get back to normal. And the way that people are normalizing Trump really is bothering me, right? They're asking like, hey, how are the meetings going with Trump? How's it going? And you have representatives coming out here being like, well, Trump said the meeting was good. And I think that's positive. Yeah, because he's not bashing us to our face on our own territory. Thank you so much. Did he give you any sort of indication that he's going to roll back his insane and unfair and completely stupid tariffs that are hurting his own people? Well, no, we haven't gotten that far yet. But they're so careful. They're so careful. You can see it on their face because these are people who have gone to school, gone to post-secondary education, put themselves through internships to get a seat at this table where they could be somebody speaking about the G7 summit with some kind of authority, and they have to come out here and talk about Mr. I'm a tariff guy, as if he's talking about spaces or tabs for coding or ketchup or mustard on a hot dog. Oh my God. This is who we have to deal with. This is who Americans have allowed to lead them. This is who they have normalized. And I don't think Canadians should... Well, I understand there has to be some decorum, right? The America's Over party is still in the pre-planning stages. We're still working out the save the dates and all that stuff and a theme and all that other kind of stuff. They're not over yet. So we have to play ball a little bit. They are still our neighbor. They can't, we're not going to Pangea them out of there. So we still have to play ball a little bit. But I really do think it is a disservice to just normalize the way this guy is moving. That's his propaganda's machine's job. It is not our job. This is a man who's coming off of a birthday military parade that is styled off of Kim Jong-un's own parades. He is a man who grifted his entire country by selling them meme coins. He is a man who is ordering his staff to wear golden pins with his face on it We can't normalize this. We cannot be part of the propaganda machine that is normalizing this. When we talk about this guy, even if it's a little bit uncomfortable, I do think that we owe it to the Canadian viewership to just say, yeah, we're doing this, that, and the other, trying to get this thing handled, but nothing about this is normal. Nothing about this is normal. This guy's a threat. Like, this is what we've been talking about, right? Elbows up, Canada first, all that stuff. I don't really... While I understand the need for decorum, I'm not really digging all the laughs and the chuckle from Carney. It's like, keep it business. Keep it straight business. This man has launched a fucking war in the Middle East. We have a huge Iranian population here, so what a giant middle finger to them. Like, just keep it straight business. I don't want to see Canada groveling to America anymore. We're no longer living in this monopolar world where America is the one and only power and everyone has to go over there and just suck off America. Like, let's get up off of our knees, dust that shit off, and remind this fucking orange prick that the rest of the world can get on fine without America. And if he doesn't fucking stop his bullshit, he will ruin his country and watch the rest of us progress without them. And if he doesn't want that, he needs to play ball. Why are we being so softy with this guy? He doesn't respond to that. He responds to power. That's why he idolizes people like Putin, people like Kim Jong-un, people like the Saudi prince. This is why he likes them, because they're not fucking playing these games. So unless we have a $400 million jet we're planning to give one of his kids as a present, let's get serious. Let's stop the softball attitude when talking about Trump. Let's acknowledge that he is a fucking threat to our country. And although we have to deal with him for a diplomatic reason, doesn't mean we have to kiss his fucking ass while he's here. Anyhow, we're going to wrap it up there. More to come. Bird in Captivity, out.